Guess that player. Da 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 da. Guess that player. So what are we guessing today?
What, sorry? Let's just start with number one. Yeah, okay. I've got 3 for today, and I've been mixing them up. So here we've got Nats up against another Sentinel player.
It's Klaus.
Are you locking in Klaus for 50?
No.
All right. So this player to start with. So these are just stats from Champions, right? So this is not Nats' incredible stats from like online and Berlin and stuff like that. This is just how Nats has been playing at this tournament, where he's been playing pretty damn well, but not insane kind of levels. So this player you're comparing him against here has 140 ADR, but slightly lower kill per round. So even, I mean, Nats isn't having like.
If I lock in my guess right now, how many points do I get?
50.
I'm locking in Navera.
Okay. Why is that? Refuses to elaborate.
Leaves.
Because Navera's nasty.
Okay.
He's known to be good in the clutch.
Okay. I mean, Nats is literally.
You know what? I agree.
But Nats is probably setting a precedent for Sentinel players, I imagine, when it comes to clutch percentages.
Is this a player that's still in the tournament?
I'm with Bren. I'm with Bren. It's Navera.
You going for it?
Yep, Bren's correct.
Is this a player that's still in the tournament, or could it be a player that's eliminated?
It could be anyone.
Could be anyone?
It could be me.
God, it's simple again.
I mean, when I look at the percentage of team kills, though, that's the interesting part to me.
Let's unlock the first lock anyway.
That's the more interesting one to me.
So, percentage of team kills, 20%.
Very close.
So, I mean, 20% is really high for a Sentinel player.
It is, yeah.
Even 19% is pretty decently high.
Pretty solid.
But
pretty solid.
This player is getting a decent, fair old wedge of their team's kills.
A decent wedge.
A decent wedge.
A decent wedge.
And also, their kill per round is not as high as Nats, but they're still fragging more relative to their teammates. Which
That also, I think, is a bit of a telling sign of Navera. Navera plays so much more, I feel like, off of his teammates. Nats plays off of his teammates' information. Navera ends up playing trades a lot more and getting good damage in.
Okay, so if you said earlier it's Navera because there's clutches in there.
I feel like if you're picking clutch, if these numbers are radically lower, I'm going to cry.
Okay, so your assessment of the situation is they're probably going to be comparable.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, the clutch. I mean, because the team kills things show. Because I was wondering if it was going to be way higher. If it was way higher, I was like, okay, I have a good idea. But the ADR and the team kills are making me lean a certain way. But let's look at the clutches.
Right, well, let's have a look at the clutches. Do you mind just unveiling the last 2 locks? In fact.
Okay, I'm
21% and 50%.
They're significantly different. They're pretty different, though.
Obviously, the sample size is super low, especially when it comes to clutches, because it's just from one event. But Nats is 2 for 1 in 1v2 clutches. So he's won 2 of them, he's lost 1 of them. This other player is 3 for 3. So they've been in 6 1v2 clutches over the course of the event, and they've still won 3 of them, which I would consider to be arguably more impressive than Nats.
I mean, that probably is Navera. When I think about Sentinels that have been clutching it, like Klaus has not. I feel like Klaus has not been when he's getting kills. He's not. Because I was thinking maybe Klaus for damage and also for kills.
Sure.
But I feel like in the clutch situations, especially in the 1v2, the big thing that sets him apart is that I feel like mostly in this tournament, he's been getting like crucial mid-round kills, not winning clutches, you know?
Sure.
So I feel like it's probably also Navera.
All right, well, let's unveil the player. And it is, in fact, Navera. Yeah, it's Navera.
Unfortunately, you kind of gave it away.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the tournament, these are incredibly easy.
But also, like a sociopath, I read the inner mechanisms of your mind, and you mentioned that Navera has a good 1v2 clutch rate on bind. And you would only mention that if you had recently been looking up at stats.
Yep.
And so
mind games.
I've outplayed you.
Mind games.
But
also, I think that's a fair point. I think what Connor was saying about it not being Klaus is also true. I think his most impressive moments have been
his mid-round. He gets crazy good mid-round anchors, but he doesn't necessarily clutch.
Yeah. Why are they listed as Sentinels? Because they play Viper and Cypher, and they play the Sentinel role, chat. I'm not going to list them as fucking controller players because they don't play primary smokes for their teams. That's just nonsense.
So I get 50 points?
Yep.
No.
You do?
What?
Yeah, go on then.
Yes. What?